P.F. Skinner once said, "Failure is not always a mistake. It may simply be the best one can do under any circumstance. But the real mistake is when you actually stop trying." There are times that we do certain things and we achieve success. There are also times that we fail. But the real situation is, what do you even do after you fail? How do you cope with it? Let me share this story with you. This story is about the writer of Speed Game. He wrote his story back in 2008, but he was told that his story cannot be aired because it was full of violence. But that didn't stop him. He kept on trying, even to a point that he got broke. Now, after a decade in 2018, he decided to reconfigure the story into a series. And now we are seeing it on our screens on Netflix. This is a typical example of somebody who didn't stop trying after so many failures. He kept on trying and trying and trying. So in this video, we'll be talking about what to do when you fail. Hi, my name is Celine, and thank you so much for joining me today. So, like I said, in this episode, we'll be talking about what to do when you fail. And the first thing to do is to accept the fact that you have actually failed. Okay, there are times that when we fail, we begin to blame certain circumstances, we begin to blame others for the mistakes that we have made, or we begin to make people take up the responsibility. But no, how you can manage this is first accepting that you actually failed. And it's okay that you accept it, because without accepting it, you'll not be able to move on. Additionally, when you fail, remember that you are not a failure, okay? Just because you had a setback doesn't mean you're a failure, or just because you had a setback doesn't mean you can't try again. Keep on trying to achieve a level of success, okay? So let's say you want to learn how to swim. The first time you almost drowned, it doesn't mean you shouldn't try again. Keep on trying till you are able to learn how to swim. So that's what I would say. So I know that sometimes when people fail, they feel like, no, they can't do it again. This thing is not for them. They try to do other things and all that. No, failure shouldn't be a reason for not continuing to try. And I also believe that constant practice, constant trying would one day lead to the success that you've always wanted. Let's say when you fail in an exam, the only thing you can do is to be constructive and learn from whatever that happened. Let's say you weren't studying hard enough. So what do you do now? Learn from your mistake and now start learning. Maybe you learn last minute, and so when you got there, you forgot everything that you learned. Start learning right from the beginning of the semester. Every day after lecture, try to grasp what the lecture has said, learn something, and don't do it once and stop. Continue to do it every time after school. Try to brush through your notes, okay? And I believe it's going to help you as time goes on. Learn from your mistakes. Don't repeat those same mistakes. So you learned last minute and you failed. Don't do the same thing. Rather, try inculcating certain measures like learning from the beginning of the semester, or as time goes on, you meet with friends to learn and all that. Maybe that can help you. And the last thing is that find inspiration and support when you find out that you have failed. Let's say you want to become a photographer and you find out that your editing skills are so bad. What do? Find inspirations from people that you think that they are well abreast with their job. They are very good with their skill. So you learn from them. Watch YouTube videos. How do they teach you to edit? When you find inspiration from all these things, I'm sure that as time goes on, you'll be able to learn how to do better from what you did the last time. Okay. So these are the tips I'll be leaving for you today. And I believe that when you do this, anytime you feel, you get the motivation to do more. Failure shouldn't be the end of the world. It's a process. You need to keep trying till you achieve the success that you want. I said, don't forget BF Skinner's quote. Failure is not always a mistake, okay? But then it is also one of the best thing one could do under any circumstance. The real mistake, however, is when you actually stop trying. If you learned something and you would want more of this content, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Bye, guys.